So if you agree that people tend to be creatures of habit, then the question comes up, can people change? So if you're involved in teaching others how to do things differently or to think differently or to believe differently, this is a very fundamental question. Can people change? I think the answer is obviously yes. But given the proportionality that I've already displayed for you, the real question would be, what are the odds? Can people learn? And how much will they learn in a corporate educational setting, in an MBA program, in a short-term non-degreed program, in an evening MBA program? So they can, but the question is, will they? And if so, if they're part of that 5, 15, or 25% that are open to behavioral change, cognitive change, and assumptive change, how does that process take place? And that's what this course is about. How do we understand not only the persistent habits that affect our students, the participants in our programs, the people who come to our classes, but also in our own assumptions about how you teach, about how you facilitate learning, rather than thinking about covering a certain set of material, meaning you've assigned it and you've talked about it and it's done. So I bring to your attention Saul Alinsky, quoted by Henry Mintzberg in a wonderful Harvard Business Review article, in which he says that most people go through life without accumulating a body of experience. They go through life undergoing a series of happenings which pass through their systems undigested. And those happenings, he says, only become experiences when they are digested, when they're reflected upon, related to general patterns, and synthesized into a person's worldview. So now we could go back to Bain's discussion of superficial, strategic, or deep learning and think about reminding the experiment that the college physics professor did. How much of what we are, quote unquote, covering in class or touching on or inviting them to read are they really picking up? So my father used to say, growing up in the Rocky Mountains, you can lead a horse to water, but you cannot make them drink. So in the same way, if we have an educational experience that we want to bring to a group of people over a long-term, a short-term, or a very short-term educational experience, the question is, how could we do that in a way that will tend to get not so much superficial learning, but deeper learning that will actually stay with them for the rest of their lives?